accepted to do the film because I love the idea of doing a fairy tale, doing something imaginative, doing something that children would love, and that gives me, the idea gives me great pleasure. Some people call it science fiction. I don't even consider it science fiction. I consider it a fairy tale. In science fiction, you're very concerned about leaving a spaceship on a planet because there may not be oxygen, or the gravitational force is not the same as on Earth, or not what your body's adjusted to. And so you must take all that into consideration, or it's considered very poor science fiction. It's fairy tale. That's the environment. That's the context. But you can literally do anything. And if I believe it while I'm doing it, the audience tends to believe it too. So that's a fairy tale. I worked so long with the script that I know pretty much everything that's expected of the scene, and I just shoot the picture. And as I go along, I vary, I change my concept often because of what I shot before, or I learn something, or I learn that I don't need a certain scene, or I learn that I haven't shown a certain person before and I have to show them now. There are about 1,000 little considerations before you can stage a scene, and you pay off things.
The story of Empire really takes off a little while after the end of Star Wars, and picks up the continuing adventure of Luke Skywalker and his friends into a conflict with the Empire that ultimately culminates in a personal confrontation between Luke and Darth Vader. There are a lot of other things that go on in the meantime, but that's really the principal focus of the story.
To me, it's very different from the first film because the shadings are much different. I mean, we do have an epic battle sequence, but it's not the climax of the film by any means. It comes very early. It's divided into 3 acts. The second act is Harrison and Carrie going off, and their involvements being chased and chasing each other, and the romantic thing. I mean, that's where he gets his big chance.
At first, she's a princess after all, and I'm an opportunist, a mercenary type. But it developed